Can we just take a moment to talk about this fresh cut? Damn! Hey everyone, new video today. This is for all of the, well, it's for everyone, but particularly it's written for beat producers. There's tons of beat producers that are subscribed to the channel now, which is cool. Thanks for the support on the other 2 videos that I've made on this topic. But, you know, there might be some information in here for someone who's not even a beat producer. So let's just jump in. These are 7 tips to sell more on BeatStars. Tip number 1. Tip number 1 is customer service, guys. Think about it. Customer service. Let's talk about this. So someone purchases your beat. Okay, they've given you money and they have some sort of issue, question, didn't get the right file, who knows what it could be. You need to reply as quickly as possible. Try to reply within the first hour, if you can, of them reaching out to you. And if you can, do it in the first 10 minutes. Look at it as an investment in this person as a future customer. Because think of it this way, like if this person ends up being upset, you actually run the risk of not only not getting a repeat customer, a repeat purchase, but you also get the risk on BeatStars specifically of getting charged back or getting negative feedback. So having good customer service wipes those out as possibilities, but it also tells this other person that they can trust you. They can trust you in the future to continue purchasing, and if they do have an issue or a question, you are there to follow up. It is going to double or triple your likelihood of getting people to repurchase. Once they've given you their money, those people are gold. You need to ensure the best chances that they will repurchase. Customer service. Done. Tip number 2. Include your BPM on every single song. I went through the top songs of all genres here on screen, and just about every single one of them has a BPM assigned to it. The reasoning is that this helps discoverability. When people are looking for beats, they are looking in sometimes by the BPM, and if they find something they like, it's most likely going to be in that BPM range. So make sure every single one of your tracks has a BPM or the BPM of the track listed. And if you have historically not been doing that, go back and add the BPM to your songs. It'll make them more discoverable. Tip number 3. It's okay to batch upload to BeatStars. In the world of YouTube, you want to spread your uploads out across the week. So if you're going to say upload 3 beats per week, on YouTube, you want to spread that out so your channel stays active throughout the week. BeatStars is different. BeatStars doesn't really care about that. As long as you're getting 3 tracks a week on average, you can upload them and release them all at the same time. Now, if you're not super into that idea, you can just batch upload and then set release dates, separating out and spreading it across the week. But the idea behind doing this in batch, it allows you to batch your tasks. So the tasks that you need to do, like all of your mixing, you can mix all 3 songs in the same few hours. You can master all 3 songs in the same few hours together as groups. And you can get all the sort of cover artwork done as a batch. And so you batch all the tasks and then batch upload. It's way more efficient to do it that way. You can get more work done essentially, and you don't get punished the way YouTube or some of the other platforms might punish you for batching content. Tip number 4 comes from an existing producer that I found on BeatStars. His name is Quick, and this might be the coolest of all the tips in this series. Quick, and I don't know that he invented this, but he's the one who's inspired me for this tip. By the way, if you want to hear what I'm about to describe to you, I've linked one of his beats in the description below. Go and have a listen, because what he is doing is incredible. The problem that he's solving here is the call to action on your beats. You're supposed to have typically something on screen that tells people when they're listening to your beat on screen, here's where to go, here's where to click to purchase. That is the call to action. Go here to purchase this beat. What Quick did is he combined his call to action with his tag in the beat. So his actual tag says TreyQuickBeats.com, go run it up. That is his actual tag in the beat itself. So this does a couple of things. First of all, it repeats throughout the beat. It's always embedded. No matter what platform you listen to, it's embedded in the beat itself. It tells you exactly what to do and where to go. And a lot of times the call to action functionality within a different platform, specifically YouTube, that call to action functionality is only available on their ad platform. And that is true on YouTube. If you want to have a call to action to someone to click on a link above your video, overlaid on your video to go buy your beat, you have to purchase it through an ad. So he's circumventing this whole problem by just embedding it into the song itself. Super cool, super cool. Again, the link is down below for if you want to hear that actual beat and see how that's being done. I see this as the future of tags, like so cool. Extra little tip here is that although you can't use a card like this card right here, you can't use cards to link to BeatStars. It's not an approved page for cards. Again, I think it's because they want you to purchase the ad instead. But you can't use cards, but you can use the link on your profile page of your YouTube profile. So this is an example of that. You can do that. If you haven't done that, that's just an extra bonus tip. Tip number 5 is that you don't need to be everywhere. Okay, here's a producer named Kane Beats, and Kane Beats is absolutely demolishing numbers on BeatStars and then also on YouTube. The producer is crushing it on YouTube. Link to his profile is in the description as well. If you go to his Instagram though, if you go to his Twitter, if you go to his SoundCloud, those are all kind of dead profiles. He's just not focused on Instagram and not focused on SoundCloud. So it's hard to imagine being a successful beat producer and selling your beats online and not being everywhere. But Kane Beats is an example of how to do this properly. Super focused on the platforms that work for him and really not spending time elsewhere. I think it's smart and it's paying off for Kane Beats. Tip number 6 is use Google Trends to know what type beats to make. We're gonna do a quick little lesson in Google Trends. I've got Google Trends open here. I'm gonna use Kane Beats' page just as an example to show you. The whole goal here is not to assume that you know which type beats people are actually searching for, okay? You might think, let's just look at the example of DaBaby. DaBaby is super popular now. You may assume that DaBaby is what people are searching for most, but you would be surprised. There may be some up and coming artists that's actually maybe not as popular as DaBaby, but actually has more search volume. People are searching the name more. And when people search the name, sometimes that's because they don't know who it is. You as a beat producer, you want to be riding the people who are the new wave of search. Let's just do some comparisons. We got a Joyner Lucas beat here. We've got a Logic type beat. I just have no clue how any of these artists stack against each other in terms of search. So I'm gonna go to Google search. I'm gonna do DaBaby. And we're just gonna hit DaBaby with the first term. And then you can do a compare. So we can see, February is when DaBaby started picking up. But let's just compare how much bigger in terms of search is DaBaby versus Logic. Logic is maybe not a good artist because Logic means a lot of other stuff. Not gonna do that, remove. But let's do a more unique artist like Joyner Lucas. Maybe Joyner Lucas is an underdog here. I don't know. Nope. So Joyner Lucas in red, DaBaby is much more popular. Like DaBaby is a great artist right now to be making type beats for. Let's just add Jid and Tyga. You can go up to 5. And I just want to give you guys an example of how Google Trends works, for how you can make it work for you. So Jid is pretty low. I guess that's kind of to be expected right now. I don't know that too much is going on with Jid. And then the other one I'll try is Tyga. Didn't Tyga just drop an album? I'm not sure. See, so Tyga is popping off a little bit more. And you can go up to 5. Let's throw Offset in there. I'm curious. Bam, Offset, look at Offset. So this tells me that Offset just generally has a very stable search volume. Offset would be another good artist to make a type beat for. Again, these are just example artists. Obviously, all of these artists are super popular. Try some of the underground artists and see which ones have spikes. And that's the type beat that you want to make. Okay? Use Google Trends to inspire your next round of beats. Boom. Tip done. Got one more tip left. Final tip. This is a good one. Remember like when for artists getting playlisted on Spotify was like a huge deal? Like you need to get playlisted and you get like these insane numbers. That is now true for beat producers getting playlisted on BeatStars. What you need to do as a producer is you need to optimize your songs and your releases. You need to be eligible to get playlisted. Damn. All right. Here's how you make your songs eligible to get playlisted. So they have to be high quality, professionally mixed and mastered music. I mean professionally, when I say professionally, I mean professionally in your bedroom, because you can do that now. But high quality, it has to be high quality. You need a professionally designed avatar, at least a 1000 by 1000 pixel art. Okay, so that needs to look nice. It cannot look like trash. They will not playlist your song if your avatar does not look good. You need to complete your profile biography, have something in your profile on BeatStars. You need to set your asking prices for all of your beats. All of the tracks that you have on BeatStars have to have your asking price, because they obviously want to send you traffic. They know you're going to get traffic when you get playlisted, and you need to have prices there for people to actually purchase. You need to have a constant release of music happening. They're not going to playlist songs of producers that just aren't really releasing that much. And finally, you have to have purchased the gold, platinum, or diamond subscription from BeatStars, which I feel like if you're watching this, you should have probably done already. And that's it. That's how you get, well, it's not how you get playlisted, but that's how you make sure that you're doing everything you need to do in order to potentially get playlisted. You know, be active on the community, I would recommend, and I don't know, LinkedIn, the playlisted people or the people who create the playlists on BeatStars, to like get on their radar is what I would personally add as an added sort of requirement. Don't wait for them to come to you. Be out there, be in the community, be talking to the people who are doing the playlisting itself. That is all I've got. 7 tips to help you all sell more beats online. I hope you all find this super helpful. Please subscribe to my channel if you want. I don't know. You're welcome to subscribe. Check out the other videos that I'm about to show you if you want to learn more about selling beats online. And until the next time, see ya.